What is happening? What's up? What's crack-a-lackin'? What's shake-a-lakin'? I mean, you got a lot shaking on in the world of sports, that is for sure. We definitely got a lot going on in in the state of the affairs of the world, that's for sure. But this is not the show. I do rant and rave about stuff, but I try to keep more sports orientated. Just for the fact that some people don't want you know their politics and everything else. And I'm not even talking politics. I'm just a fucking man that wants to have a conversation, and I just can't find the conversation because people just want to label me or want to just shut you down basically. Yeah. And that's what's going on in the world today. We can have these conversations about these sports events that are going on and this and that. But when it comes down to, let's really come together and have the real discussions, and that's how the real, you know, that's how the realness. It just seems like we don't want to hear the realness, and we don't want to hear truly from people. We just want to distort the message and say, well, if you're not a part of this narrative and you believe in another sense of a narrative, it's disillusional. Oh shit, CPR, crazy Puerto Rican. But yeah, we're definitely here. We're in the building. We're crazy and we're wild and crazy. But thank God they got the motherfucker that was terrorizing motherfuckers on the train in motherfucking New York. Thank freaking God for that shit. But we have some early, we got some early baseball to talk about here. Some early games that went on today here. We had the Minnesota Twins getting shut out again against the Los Angeles Dodgers, 7-0. Pittsburgh, the Pirates picked up a win against the Chicago Cubs, 6-2. And the Nationals beat the Atlanta Braves 3-1. We got the Diamondbacks are up 1-0 in top of the fourth against the Astros. We also have in the top of the ninth here, we have the Red Sox up 9-7 against the Tigers. And we have 2-1 in the bottom of the fifth between the Giants and the Padres. We still got the Yankees and Blue Jays at 4:05. We got the Athletics taking on the Tampa Bay Rays. We have Seattle against the White Sox today. Kansas City and the Cardinals got postponed because of rain. So, so, so therefore we have a little bit of games here. Then we have our two NBA playing games tonight. Let's get into them a little bit here. Let's get the juicy facts here. Ooh, the first game here at 7 Eastern here. We got the Charlotte Hornets versus the Atlanta Hawks here down in hot Atlanta. We got the matchup between LaMelo Ball and Trigger Trey, the battle of the two young guards, the two hot guards here. So they're playing at the State Farm Arena down in Georgia. So Atlanta's favored to win by 6 tonight. The over-under is 235 points and a half. I mean, I don't know. I think that's going to go well over. I think both these teams, the Hawks want to build off of what they did last year. Yeah, they're missing John Collins unless he's coming back tonight, which I don't know if he is or not. But the Hornets got a nice young team. They got some pieces together, and they want to show that they're ready to go and win tonight here. Win. Basically, whoever wins here tonight, win, and you go on and you end up facing the Cleveland Cavaliers, and you lose tonight, and your season's done. And the other game we have is the San Antonio Spurs taking on the Pelicans, ladies and gentlemen. The Spurs and the Pelicans, they eked out and they battled and they scratched out more harder than the Los Angeles Lakers. And so that's going to be an interesting basketball game tonight between the Spurs and Pelicans. I think, probably even be more an even intriguing matchup than the Charlotte Hornets and the Hawks here because both teams are fairly, I wouldn't say they're fairly even, but they're fairly on the same kind of level. I mean, the Hornets and the Hawks could kind of be on that same level too, I guess. So we got some two games. And last night we had the Nets basically winning by 7. You had the Timberwolves winning by 5. So the Timberwolves beat the Clippers. So the Timberwolves now get to see the Memphis Grizzlies, and now obviously the Clippers will face the winner of the Spurs and the Pelicans to see who faces off against. Drum roll, please. The Phoenix Suns. You know, just like either the Cavaliers or the Hornets or Hawks are going to end up playing the I believe it's the Miami Heat's number 1 seed in the playoffs. But yeah, so we got playoff basketball. We got baseball on the line here. We got fantasy baseball. We got MLB the Show. We just got the new Conquest and new content on there. The game is awesome. So I suggest anybody that has a PlayStation, an Xbox, or even a Nintendo Switch, get MLB The Show 22. It is a real fun game. A lot better than John Madden Football. This is gonna be my stank on John Madden Football. John Madden Football I'm sorry, ain't been a good football game in quite so many years. But my hopes is maybe eventually the game will be better. All in the odds and memories of John Madden. But we all know that the game's not gonna get any better. But yeah, we got some young stars in this Hornets game. You got LaMelo Ball, obviously. You got Miles Bridges. They got Montrezl Harrell. You got the likes of you got Terry Rozier, I believe, is still on that team. You got Isaiah Thomas. So you got some good players here. You got some good young players and good young talent here. And then on the Hawks side, you got Trick or Trey. You got Clint Capella. You got Dino Gallinari. You have obviously Bogdanovich here, and they have some young pieces and talent there. So I mean, it's gonna be a tough game here. It's gonna be a real tough game here, and surely I'll give you guys my picks here because I gotta make my picks here. How many games we got? One, two, three, four. So we got 4. So we'll take a six. We'll take a sixer here. We're gonna take a sixer here. A six. All right. So tonight here, baseball. The Athletics and the Rays. The Rays ended up winning by a run yesterday. So we got Frankie Montas on the mound against my pitcher. Ooh. Um. Well, my pitcher's on the mound today here. I'm gonna take the Rays to win by. I'm gonna take the Rays to win by 2 runs again here. I like my pitcher here. I'm gonna go with my guy here, and I like the over 2 runs, even though it didn't work for me last night. The Rays to win by 2 runs. Next game we have the Blue Jays and we have the Yankees. We have Jose Barros versus Garrett Cole. Barros did not have a very good game. Um, so under eight runs here. Under 8 runs for the. I like that. I like that for the Blue Jays and Yankees. I mean, so far both teams have only unless Barros just implodes tonight here. And Garrett Cole kind of had a shaky. So both pitchers had kind of a shaky opening day start. So hopefully both pitchers could be settled down and have amazing game in the Bronx tonight. We have the Milwaukee Brewers and the Baltimore Orioles. I picked the Orioles yesterday. Not really feeling that here. I'm gonna take the under as well, under 8 runs here on the Brewers and Orioles. When it may go over. The game may go over here. And then we have the Robbie Ray versus Dallas Keuchel, the battle of the lefties here. Over 9 runs here. Um, I don't like that here, but let's go with the Mariners money line, guys. We're gonna go with the Mariners on the money line tonight here. We're gonna go Mariners money line. Let's see NBA here. NBA, we got Charlotte and Atlanta, and we got San Antonio and the Pelicans here. Well, my theory is I have to go with the underdogs here. So I'm gonna go Charlotte on money line, and I'm gonna go to Spurs on the money line here. That's the only way I can make some real money here tonight. Here, I mean, I could obviously go with the Charlotte plus 5.5, or the Spurs plus 5.5 here. I mean, if we do that here, but who knows? Trick or trade, and they might end up blowing out the Hornets here. But I don't really foresee that here unless the Hornets just don't play very well here. See if I wanted to put both of these there here. It comes to $57. I mean, if I just pick the Hornets plus the 5.5 and the Spurs plus the 5.5 here. I mean, what a disappointing way the season would end here if that's the case here. But Dejounte Murray here. I mean, to win by 6 here. I mean, the Spurs. I mean, obviously don't have Dejounte Murray. We'll have to see about that. But yeah, I think you know what? Screw it. It's a 6 teamer. It's a 6 teamer bet here. We're gonna go and lock it in here. Go ahead and lock the bet in here. Put the confirmations to put the confirmations to the to the deal here. We're gonna MLB slash play in parlay here for 413 here. All right, so obviously we got the Rays, Tampa Rays to win by 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 run and a half, so they got to win by 2. All right, we took the team total under 8 runs in the Blue Jays and Yankees. Like I said, a couple of my pitchers are in there in that game here. Then we have the team total under 8 runs here in this Brewers and Orioles. All right. Then we have the Seattle. We had the Pride of the Mariners here on the money line here with Robbie Ray on the mound tonight, minus 105 there. Then we have the Hornets money line plus 180, and then we have the Spurs money line plus 180 here. So, well, we'll bet our generous dollar like we always do here, and that will definitely cash us out. A little bit of money here, a little bit of money, a little bit of money to spend more on 122.05 here. So if all 6 of those bets cover tonight here, If the Rays win by 2 runs, the Blue Jays and Yankees stay under 8 runs. The Brewers and Orioles stay under 8 runs. The Mariners win money line, outright win. The Hornets outright win, and the Spurs outright win. I'll win $122.05. And like I said, I mean, I'm going with the Hornets and the Spurs. I mean, I think the Hawks playing very well here, but Hornets could possibly pull an upset here. Isaiah Thomas can turn back the clock a little bit, and LaMelo can clean up his act a little bit and play playoff basketball like LaMelo Ball is used to playing. Top level competition. And Miles Bridges, and you get some of those other guys on the Hornets, and they can kind of handle Trick or Trey a little bit. And let them score, but not let them just drain threes in their eyes and everything else of that nature. Don't let them start facilitating the ball. Get open guys and all that. Force him to be the only guy to beat you tonight, or make them get the ball at his hand and make somebody else beat you. And the Spurs, I think, Spurs, Popovich got these guys in the playoff in the playing game. So I mean, I know Pop's gonna have these guys ready to play. I mean, hopefully DeJounte Murray is gonna be playing with the Spurs here. It'll make me feel a lot better because if not, I mean, it's gonna be a little tough because I like C.J. McCollum and I think Brandon Ingram. They're a good little combination there, and then they got obviously the other guys that they have there, young players like Herbert Jones and Jose Alvarado that can play really good defense and just have been vital parts of this team and getting this team to where it's at today. So very good basketball games to watch tonight. Definitely must see, must watch, must see basketball tonight. Must see baseball too. That Garrett Cole versus Jose Barras is going to be an amazing baseball game to watch. I'll definitely probably be watching that game with my homies in the Discord. My homie Crazy Puerto Rican 93 here. My man, it's Complete TV. My homies from Twitter, but on Discord, but with no other, we're homies. Yeah, we have not all met in person, but we've all, on Discord cameras, we all, shared stories and things of that nature. And, thank God for good people in this world today, because I mean, if not, you're probably somewhere not in a good space and good place. And I feel bad for people. I feel bad for people that, don't have good friends or good people that can, they can talk to and just, bounce things off of and feel like you're normal. And I know, like, this world is, what is normal anymore? What's the new definition? I mean, if some kid came up to me and asked me what is normal, I'm gonna just tell them, well, I can't answer that question. I don't know what normal is. Normal used to be, where now you don't know what normal is. Normal could be, you're gonna be having to, can't come outside without permission, or it's inflation and you can't buy food, or you're gonna, or it's just it is like I used to get up in here and rant and rave a lot and just get mad, and now I'm just like whatever, people want to be woken up, and people really want to know what's going on. People will find out the truth. You'll go out there and you'll see the things for themselves, and not what's on your television TV, because obviously that, and you got to be careful as well of what's on the internet too, because there's a lot of propaganda that goes on the internet and through television, through video games, and through all that. I mean, on both sides, it's not just like I'm not somebody that's going to sit here and say, well, there's not two sides to the propaganda chain. Well, there is. I mean, they have all sides, to be honest with you. They have people for all likes and all your things, and so that way they can control the movements. So then therefore, no matter if you think it's a grassroots thing, eventually they get their tentacles in, and then now you're part of their tentacle web. Easy to be misconstrued and misconstructed here, but my thing is you have to open your mind, and if you don't realize that something's going on outside, and that we're not having good times, and I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. If you think everything outside is sunshines and rainbows, well, one day you'll realize the sunshines and rainbows that you were really thinking about was really was really horse crap and dog shit. Eh, it was all fallacies. And oh man, I'm using big words. Oh my goodness, big words, big words. But no, we got a lot of games, and let's see, let's give some updates. Let's get some updates here on the some baseball right now. We got some baseball games going on here. All right. All right, so we got the fourth inning here. We got Diamondbacks leading the Astros 1-0, and we have the Giants in the sixth inning leading the Padres 2-1 here. So, yeah, yeah, Giants ended up getting a win last night. I mean, they had a pretty big win last night. They put a lot of runs on the Padres last night. Uh, so much closer ball game than it was, and I think the Astros ended up beating the Diamondbacks. So maybe the Diamondbacks getting a little bit of payback. We're in the fifth inning now. In the fifth inning, 1-0 Diamondbacks here. We got the Giants. So, like I said, we got NBA coming on less than 2 hours here. We got NBA, we got baseball. We got an exciting Wednesday, Wild Style Wednesday, Used to be the DJs and the turntables and the microphones and the graffiti and all that shit, all the way back to, the Harlem and the Bronx, and Staten Island and all that fly hot shit, from the East Coast, and then it blossomed out into the West Coast and into the dirty South and into the Midwest, into where everybody has that unique sound of music that they bring today, and brings that energy, bring that good energy. I'm not talking about that fuck boy energy, or that fuck lady energy, or the whatever you want to call it. Just bring that good energy, bring that energy, and believe me, people will take your good energy and harvest it for other means. LeBron James on Lakers season. It's not a failure at all. Oh man, LeBron. Damn, LeBron. Oh man, Kershaw getting pulled after seven perfect. Oh man, that's crazy. CPR. That's crazy that they would pull Kershaw after seven perfect innings. But CPR, we talk about in the Discord. It's in this day and age where we got everybody. It's what do you call it? They want to micromanage the innings, or the minutes in NBA. We're gonna load management, and yeah, I get it. It's a long season. You don't want guys to, but when a guy's having a good game, let him finish the game. I'm glad like MLB doesn't do that to me when I'm having my perfect games when I'm playing my player. Like don't take me out, please. I mean, and like same thing with me if I'm on the roll with the guys and this and that. I'm telling you. All right, see if we can hit the bong here. The bong ski. The bong skis. Woo. Oh man, that's good. That's good. That's good trees right here. There's good trees. And believe me, man, I've seen a lot of crazy shit, man. A lot of crazy shit. But I'm definitely glad that I mean, I'm sad to see that Kershaw got pulled after seven perfect innings. Maybe could have pitched a complete game, a complete shutout, no hitter. All that. That would have been awesome to see. But I'm just glad in New York they caught that dude who was running around just fucking. And if you notice, they went to dude's house, and dude had like a whole fucking arsenal. Man, come on, Brody. And get this, the biggest kicker to me was the FBI was watching this guy. And the FBI questioned this guy and then let this guy go. Oh, but there's people on January 6th that they locked up in some gulag somewhere. Or if I was out there, they would lock my ass up in a gulag and there'd be no questions asked. But these fucking people can go in. They can bring the criminals in like they do in California. They go in and then they go out. They go in and they go out. The police will even fucking tell you it. The police departments will even tell you that. In New York and California, they'll tell you that. They can't fight crime because of the new DOJ and all this other shit and these laws that let these criminals go out and do the shit. I mean, this is like Batman, bro. But minus Batman coming out here and Batman and Robin and coming to save the city and saving the people from you know imminent doom. But who wants to pose as saviors? The government and all these other fucking piece of shit motherfuckers. And that's what just gets me. Is like, oh well, the FBI, the government knew about this guy, but they let him go and do it anyways. I mean, Lord willing, he didn't kill nobody, thank God. But still, how can a man get on a damn train in broad morning daylight, open up a backpack, start have a smoke grenade come out, and start shooting somebody with a semi-automatic handgun? You can't buy extended clips at a gun shop. Can't buy smoke grenades or smoke bombs at. So was this guy some sort of plant? I hate to say it, but was this guy some sort of government? Guy that they could the government patsy or somebody that they're gonna set up in order to take make people scared first of all to take public transit. Because, I mean, people are getting robbed on the public transit more than they are in any other day and age in the past 10 years. People getting robbed, people getting shot, people get murdered, people get carjacked, and all this. And the cops can't do nothing. Hands are tied, and they can't do shit. So what's that gonna make people do? People eventually gonna say, you know what? Fuck that. I'm gonna get guns. I'm gonna get weapons, and guess what? Something goes down. These motherfuckers gonna be dead. They're gonna be cleaning up. But see, you can't even do that. You can't even rightfully defend yourself because I've seen a video of a guy trying to, you know, help take down a guy, and guess what? The guy that helped take that person down got took into jail. So we live in a day and age where you're damned if you do, damned if you don't. But we shouldn't be condemned and damned to sit here and wait till our deaths and be held hostage because nobody wants to do the job. And it just saddens me. It just saddens me to see that happen day in and day out in our society. And then, of course, the government has an excuse for everything, and then say, "Oh well, it's not Joe Biden's fault. It's Vladimir Putin's fault." And all these dumbass people that voted for Joe Biden, you personally need to get your head examined, and you need to reevaluate who the fuck you put your values and who you put your faith in. And I'm not saying the Republicans do any much better because they're on the same token and the same coin. Republicans and Democrats. It's all to keep us in check. It's all to keep us, you know, all to keep us in the life that we're living because people are content with living like slobs and living with scraps and living with this or that. And then California's having a bill basically cutting the work week from 40 hours a week to only 4 days a week at 32 hours, and cutting benefits and cutting all this that. I'm sure it's happening in New York as well. You know, and it just boggles my mind how people continue to not see the bullshit. And we wonder why we're losing, and wonder why we're losing the battle, and why generations of us are dying because we don't want to do anything about it. Whether we ourselves want to get up there and do something about it, or waiting on somebody to do the right thing. But that's wrong. I mean, history tells you that you know all these great dynasties come to an end. Chinese dynasty, the Brits, the Germans, the French, the Italians, the Japanese, Filipinos, all, I mean, everybody. We could have everything. Africans, South Americans, the Americans, North Americans, Australians. We all come from great ancestries. People who fought tyranny, and looked it in the eye, and try to make it a better future for us. That way we can make it better and better and better. But what are we doing? We're not doing shit. We're pissing. We're basically pissing and then just sitting here and bitching and pissing, bitching and pissing, bitching and pissing, bitching and pissing. And I'm not saying let's go burn these people down or yank them out of there, because that's not the fucking That's not the fucking solution either. But we gotta really make a statement. Really, make a statement and really get these motherfuckers' attention. Like, hey, we ain't playing around no more. Our lives, our lives are valuable, and we're no longer gonna go with this bullshit. And people are standing up and fighting, and I commend all those people that are standing up and fighting the good fight. And fight, yeah, you might fight resistance, and you may not even find people that are like-minded, but at least you're standing up. And that's what a leader is. A leader stands up, even though nobody else follows them. A leader is not somebody that, oh, wow, he's great. This guy, oh, that's a great leader. Let's go follow this guy, like Pied Piper. And we all know the fucking folklore about that. Yeah, he led the rats. Pied Piper led the rats out of Nottingham, or whatever the fuck it might be, some fairy tale from the British or whatever. But he also Pied Piper the children out. You see how they forget to tell you that part of the riddle. Yeah, he got all the rodents out of the town, but also when he was doing that, he was also chasing the kids out of the town. Sound familiar? Sounds like some, sounds familiar. Sounds like some Disney shit. Yeah. But we won't get it. We won't get it. We won't get on Disney's ass, because Disney's been, we've all known about Disney and Disney's dealings and businesses, and ESPN's. Disney bought up ESPN. They bought up ABC. They bought the Weather fucking channel. They bought. Yeah. Come on now, people. Do your fucking research, but you don't want to do your research. And like I said, if you do your research, don't slam this on people. Like like I'm a person that does that, but I don't try to go on my Discord or my friends' Discords, and I don't try to just smack people over the head and say you're a fucking idiot and you're stupid, you're a sheep motherfucker and you deserve to die, and whatever. And that's not the. It's not going to help. That's not going to help us get these people to see the reality. We need everybody's help. Whether you got fucking fooled and jabbed with the fucking jab, or you just were fooled by Biden and you're fooled by all this other fuckery. And hey, we were all tricked. We were all fooled by everybody. But you know what? It's time to just reevaluate the situation, and it's time together to get a better solution and build and bring back the world the way it was. Not bring back or build back better. Bring it back to the way fucking shit was. We want the good old days to shine on, and so that way our fucking children and our unborn children can have a fucking future in this life. Because right now, it doesn't seem like there's going to be a future. You think Russia and Ukraine are going to stop fighting? Fuck no. And guess what? I hate to burst people's bubble, but we were in there stoking the fire. And so we're going to be caught in the ass end of that one. So people that say, you can believe all the talking. There's no U.S. troops there. Yes, there is. There's a French journalist that basically went in there and has come out now and basically said, we are running operations in the Ukraine. Yeah, lovely, huh? what I've been saying, what everybody else has been saying. They've been doing this shit for years, man. We've had our special forces. We've had our special forces out there. We've had all that shit, and still, and then we got stupid politicians that want to continue to lie to us about things and well, the inflation and the gas prices and all that. Oh, well, it's all Putin's fault. It's all Putin's fault. Putin's fault that this African American was disgruntled, and it's Putin's making the tornadoes come out and devastate people in the Midwest and Texas and in the South and all that. It's Putin over there with making these kids shoot up the schools and people shoot up the place. See how fucking stupid that sounds like, and how people don't get that is beyond me. Like, I mean, people, you can hate fucking Trump all you want, but dude, we were not in this shit that we are in now. That's for sure. But all these fuckers, man, wanted to think that Biden was gonna be the answer, And isn't it funny you don't hear not one person that voted for Biden say anything? And that's what I'm gonna start bringing up. Oh, you voted for Biden, right? You voted for Biden. Did you think this was gonna happen? You didn't think this was gonna happen when you were voting this guy in? I mean, you got Saudi Arabia and the rest of the world making Saturday Night Live skits in their own countries, laughing at our president and laughing at fucking Kamala Harris. I mean, we're a fucking laughing stock of the world. We're a fucking joke. We're worse than a pun. We're worse than a run-on sentence in the world now. We're not the most powerful country in the world. We're the fucking kabuki fucking. We're the kabuki fucking country of the world. And rather than stand up and fucking fight, no. Majority of us sit at home, lay on our dead asses, talk that talk, and then that is what it is. And that's why I say, man, we're not going to get anywhere. We're not going to get anywhere because of the simple fact that people are dumbfounded, dude, and they won't do nothing. They don't want to work for nothing. They don't want to work hard. They don't want to achieve. They don't want to, it's we're dealing with people that just want it. They want to be entitled to something. And I'm sorry. The only thing that you're entitled to is an opportunity, a chance at trying to get a job, a chance, an opportunity to become a teacher. It's not guaranteed, you know. And much like we say about people driving, well, there's people out there that don't have no licenses that are behind the wheel right now driving. I mean, we talk about, well, we're gonna stop this drug epidemic. When we got more drug epidemics getting drubbed in here. First, it was the crack and the meth and the heroin, and now you have fentanyl. There's opioids, and now it's fentanyl killing everybody. And then fentanyl is mixed in the medications now. I mean, come on now. I mean, we got more people strung out and addicted than we do have conscious and well-bodied people. And it doesn't matter what your age is. It could be a kid, teenager, tween, whatever, to a young adult, to a middle-aged adult, to an older adult, to your senior citizenship. Senior citizen years, your golden years, your silver years, whatever you want to call them. There's no, there ain't no hope. I mean, that's all we have is hope and faith. We have anything that we can stand on? Say, yeah, faith in God will, restore everything. But do I think God's going to come down here and just magically wisp us all away and and just he's gonna that's what they do. They plant the seed of fairy tales in our heads that there's a lot, and that there's always going to be a happy ending. And maybe there isn't. I know in my life sometimes there ain't been no fucking happy ending. I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what. I laugh about it now, but let me tell you, in my life, some things didn't have a fucking very good ending. Okay, but I lived to see another day, so I'm great for that. But I'm just saying, we watch all this television, this programming, all this other shit, and everything's always gonna have a happy ending. I mean, that's what we all hope. We all hope that there's a good ending and there's a good result that comes out of it. But sometimes it doesn't, and there's bad things come out, and then you have to deal with things in that nature. But we can't just let the bad things just drag us to the grave and drag us to death and anger and to rage and all that either. You know. And even myself, I tell myself every day, I have to tell myself, because there's some points of the day I get angry, I get crazy, I start trying to get raged up, and I'm like, and you know what? There we go. We're getting all emotionally drawn up again, and invested in this and that, and then you're blinded and jaded into just where you're lashing out, and you're being more reactive than being just, hey, all right, let me assess this, make sure, like. It's sad. It's a sad state of affairs. You know, whether we have the sports world, or we have the other world here. Yeah, let's get a little update here. Let's get some updates on the sports scores here. The MLB right now, is that is the only thing going on right now here. All right, so we're going to top of the sixth here. The Diamondbacks still lead 1-0. We're in the top of the eighth here, where the Giants lead 2-1. Logan Webb actually is on the mound. He's pitched seven in one inning, giving up 1 run, 4 hits, 6 Ks, no walks. You got C.J. Abrams here, the rookie last year from the Padres, up to the dish with 1 out. You got Merrill Kelly. He's pitched 5 innings, no earned runs, 2 hits, 6 Ks, and a walk. Jose Altuve is at the dish. He's down 0-2 now. Oh, C.J. Abrams grounded out. Grounded out to the shortstop. Hey, man, my man Josiah Gray got the win today against the Braves. Man, he only gave up 1 hit today. He had a better start this time than he did last time, but he's definitely a young pitcher that I'm looking at here. I mean, in our league, that somebody might end up snagging him up. I mean, I don't mind, but ooh, Rainey got the save here. Tanner Rainey. All right, 2 outs here, and Trent Grisham's up to bat. So yeah. Yeah, Cabrian Hayes went 4 for 4 today here. All right. Willie Crow got the Guardians here. 7-3. Ooh. Yep, that means Shane Bieber did not get the decision. That's the second. Max Scherzer got the win today. He's 2-0 now. As the Mets beat the Phillies 9-6 here. And the Sox won here. 9-7 there. Hansel Robles got the save. Kershaw got the win. But like my man CPR said, he was throwing a perfect game, and then they took him out, which I don't agree with here. All right, we're going to the bottom of the eighth here. The Giants will be up to bat here with Kurt Castellanos. So that means Joey Bart's not playing today here. And then you got Austin Slater, and then you got Darren Roof. All right. Two A's on base. Michael Brantley up the dish. It's all right. We talked enough sports today here. Talked about what my bets were, a little bit about sports, a little bit about everything else. So I'm gonna get out, man, so I can go chill and hang out with the homies in the Discord. So we get our MLB grind on, watch some sports and shit, and hang out, do the damn thing. But for everybody else out there in the world, take care of yourselves. Be vigilant. Don't be fucking a fool. Don't think that everybody's your friend and their buddy and your pal and they got your back. Just make sure you know who you're dealing with and know the situation. Be vigilant. Be vigilant in this world today. Keep your eyes open and woke, but also enjoy life and try to give off the best vibes we can. So this is Fresh and Funky signing out. Peace out, y'all.